humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you. And today, we are back on last Epoch, where, anyway. Hello humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you. And today we are back on last Epoch, where entering Imperial Wellrin. And this is currently being recorded at a separate time than the previous couple of videos. And yeah, this one wasn't made it here yet. Yay! I didn't feel like checking exactly where we were last time. Currently going to go for the college first. Why? Because side quests always come first. Which is probably why I probably should kill Alduin one of these days before they have DLCs in Skyrim. I always did everything else first, and then I don't know, killing Alduin is kind of just anticlimactic. Fight's lame. No offense. Plus, you get more dialogue out. You get good dialogue out. Kill Alduin. Kill Alduin first. I mean, not like first, but kill him at least before you do like the whole island thing. And why am I talking about the God? How old is that? Probably gonna make a version for the PS5 soon. Honestly, I honestly don't blame people for getting. If you got it on console when it came out, it's understandable if you get it again on the newer console because, you know, that has mods. You know? So there's a difference. There's an actual interest and incentive to get the game again. I mean, if you already had it on like PC or something, then yeah, no, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo! Unlock the door, and we are going to college! Except without all the packing, driving, and other annoyances. Imperial Scouts, how you doing? Sorry for the loss of your flesh. You will not be getting that back ever. Ever. You will never have flesh. We are almost to the point where we can get the Scorpion. Yay! On Scorpion. You'll be replacing the Raptor. And then the Saber-tooth will be replacing the Bear, which probably won't happen for a while. A long while. Or a short while. No, just a long while. Or else what? And now, time for time pranks! We go back to the past to go to the future. Time pranks! What? Why do I wind up in the weirdest sections of this damn town? Why the fuck did I just pop up behind a bunch of pots in the corner? Am I a stalker? I can't even break the pots. They won't even let me break them. It's terrible.
Yes?
Buy my shit. Yeah, time pranks. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is where the college was where we couldn't enter before. Alright. Time pranks. Alright, you guys can hear Adult Swim fan. Robot Chicken fan. Oh my god. My memory's going faster than I am. Anyway, if you're a Robot Chicken fan, you can also go Dixon Time Machine! My brain. It's melting. Void Cleric? Bye, Void Cleric. If you're a Cleric, who exactly are you trying to do? These guys are silent, they don't talk. So I'm pretty sure you don't talk. Do they have ASL here? Yeah, no. Undead immortality is just not for me unless it's like, you know, Joey W. Hill vampire immortality. You know, I might get a newie after a couple of years and go crazy and die. Or I might not. You know, you never know. But at least then I'd still be able to at least enjoy the flavors. Because shit, if you're a skeleton, you can't, you don't have a tongue, you can't taste shit. It's terrible. What does that leave you? You don't have flesh. What is the point? Your officer's corpse remains in surprisingly good condition. And still be one of its hands still clutches what appears to be a crest. And I will be taking that crest off your cold, dead hands. And now going back to the past. But it's probably the guy behind the door's crest, isn't it? You know, in Time Cop, this would be the point where the two objects would meet and then everybody would die. Because, spoiler for an old movie from, what, the fucking 80s? Oh, God. Oh, God, the 80s is 40 years ago. Anyway. Oh, I'm having a crisis about how I am. Anyway, spoiling a movie from the 80s, in Time Cop, you know, the main bad guy dies because he teams up with the past self, teams up with the future self or something, and they end up accidentally touching and, you know, the same object. Two objects can't be in the same place at the same time or something, yada yada yada, and then they meld into each other. Oh yeah, if there's probably that dude's breath, so if they ever touch, you know, it's going to Time Cop rules that shit. Don't mess with time travel clubs. Way too risky. You have no idea how interconnected events are until you fuck with time and then realize everything's, like, insanely different. To levels that you never thought possible. Just read this one thing someone talked about how, here's an example, interconnected. They found this girl dead, right? They kept her body on display to see if anybody could identify her. Nobody did. And they thought she was incredibly beautiful, so they made a cast of her face. The face sold around, you know. And then when they were making CPR dummies, you know,
Impossible.
they picked the face, and the maker of the face thing said his name was named it Annie after like a dead
Yes.
kid or something. So in CPR practice, they'd all be asking Annie, "Are you okay?"
Well,
And then that became Michael Jackson's Annie, "Are you smooth criminal?" Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. However,
Impossible.
it's plausible. The interconnectedness of time is unpredictable to current humanity. Never go back in time and mess with shit. You have no idea what you could possibly change. You think you have every single course plotted out. Fucking complete 180 shit happens. Planted a flower a millimeter off, so the person who was going through emotional turmoil at the time didn't see it, wasn't inspired by it, and then didn't like make I don't know, some major artwork or something that then inspired another person to become a doctor or some shit, and then discovered a cure for cancer. You don't know. Do not mess with time. Why am I doing that so fervently? I honestly don't think we'll ever discover time travel, but in the event you do, I hope you at least like to go back and watch what is probably centuries old YouTube videos, and you'll hear my earnest pleas, do not fuck with time, please. You think you are averting tragedies, or in fact you are creating much more horrible ones. However, if you feel like traveling forward in time, by all means do. I don't give a shit about you going forward. If you don't go backwards. Oh wait. Oh. I think I know where we got that medallion thing from, with the body, with the position of where we're heading towards. If that's the room there, okay. So, basically, still one future. But yeah, time is completely unchangeable, and what you think is changing is actually just the cause of current timeline, yada yada yada. So, my ability to travel through time could be accounted for within time, and that's why certain things occur the way they do, is because I'm an idiot or something, yada yada yada. So, the body of the dude that we got the officer crest from is the guy we killed by getting the officer's crest from him. Yeah, I don't like messing with time. It's extremely overcomplicated and annoying. Yet, I will still watch Doctor Who on occasion. I don't know, Doctor Who's just fun. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, all the way. plug my laptop into the Ethernet cable, which may explain why there's some shuddering here and there. Oh, it's a summon skeleton chance. Ooh, summon skeleton harvester for 15 seconds on kill. That could be cool. And why have I not picked things up? Ah, better way to put it. You ever watch Family Guy? There's an episode where Stewie's brother, I forget his name, goes back in time to kill like Stewie's ancestor or something. Which would technically be his ancestor, but anyway, it's Family Guy. Don't read too much into it. And then he kills Leonardo da Vinci or something, because apparently that's Stewie's ancestor, and that causes the destruction of the universe somehow. And then they end up causing the Big Bang to create the universe, and it turns out the universe created Stewie Griffin, so Stewie Griffin create the universe. Paradox! I would never write time travel into anything. It makes shit way too complicated. All of a sudden you need like a flow chart for when someone drinks tea. I don't want flow charts with my tea. Damn bread or some shit. That's the hard part about writing anything though, because you have to have internal consistency. But you can't, like, show all the shit that you're keeping consistent. So, there's a bunch of writing you gotta do if you're trying to make, like, do world building and shit that the reader will never see. At all. Because it's just so you can keep shit consistent. So you don't have oh, there's this plot hole come up in a conversation. Like, well, that plot hole exists because I was fucking tired and the editor didn't catch it. Why am I talking about writing? Like, I have no idea. We started with time travel because this is the last epoch and we're doing all time travel. Anyway, so that means we can't actually avert the end of the world because probably our time traveling shit may have contributed to the end of the world. But that's only if that stays consistently through it. I personally, I'm more of a fan of the time travel theory where it's just you create different timelines, there are branch timelines, and technically you don't actually change the future, you just create another timeline in which those various events happen. So, like, you could technically go back to your own timeline and shit wouldn't be changed. You didn't change nothing, you just created another timeline where things are different. That is my much more preferred type of time travel. A lot less messy. Of course, it also does mean that you can change nothing, and destiny is a constant, ever-present creature force that nothing can be done about.
No room, no room. No room.
And are our bags full? Yes, our bags are full. Portal! I mean, you try to write. I got
Impossible.
a bunch of book ideas that I have like a chapter each actually written down of. But one of them was, well, two of them were like a couple of chapters. But,
Impossible.
yeah, there's a bunch of shit you have to write just to keep a level of internal consistency that
Yes.
the reader will never see. And you may be pissed off at that. And then that's how you get shit where someone, right, will probably just throw in a whole bunch of the world building shit to be like, see this, and then this is why this. And it's like, you don't need that justification to be visible. But it has to exist where, you know, someone could ask it and you have the answer. Or some level of the answer. Basically, just watch terrible writing advice and overly sarcastic productions. The trope talks. But that pretty much covers everything. The most important thing about world building is the geography. Sounds like it's not important, but it is very important. Because, well, assuming you're doing like something a little bit more on the hard side, then that means it's assuming that the planet functions the same way as Earth does, you know, seasons, different biomes, climates, yada yada. That means you have to decide the size of the planet, the particular rotational axis, the distance from that planet's sun, if it has multiple suns, if it has multiple moons, the type of tidal changes we might be looking at. And that can determine, you know, where empires could occur where. And what was I looking for? You know what particular civilizations or species could
Yes.
potentially develop. If you don't want to go into that, you could do the hand wavy of a god came and made this because he thought it was funny. That is valid.
Be well.
Again, it's hand wavy, but it's valid. You know, these one beings like to plant life and random shit to see what happens. So they dropped off some humans here. Now you don't have to justify the evolutionary path that led to bipedal fleshy mammals with no fur. And somehow large brains. Comparatively large brains. Or, I guess not large, but more functional brains. It's all about the wrinkles. And the speed of electricity. You know, electricity. Put the hand wavy stuff in, trust me. Put the hand wavy stuff. A god came and made humans because he saw it on another planet and thought they were. Life is precious there because there are so few resources. Life is cheap because there are so few resources. Are they in a desert? Is this an underwater species? How deep underwater do they live? Is there sicknesses involving pressure differences? Do they go like a blobfish when they reach the surface? Yeah, no, this is not a gameplay video. This is a writing advice video. Someone who hasn't actually finished writing anything yet. Oh,
Yes?
you? I was told I'd find a mage here. Did he list that he knew something? Taken away for interrogation, or worse.
Godspeed with you.
Man, this mage sounds like an idiot. Well, I guess he needed to be alive to pass on the information. But the fact that he has information is gonna get tortured, and they're gonna get the info out of you. This guy sounds like a wet paper blanket when it comes to pain. He's gonna squeal. You know, that's one of the factors determining if you feel like you should take a position in which you have access to potentially classified information. How likely are you to talk under torture? Actually, no. What is your threshold for torture? Because you will eventually talk. And if they do more, you know, if they've studied more than just how to make you hurt, like psychology and some other shit, being able to tell if you're lying or not, then they will get the answers they need out of you. Eventually. Think about your pain tolerance. Oh
What
yeah,
do you
completely
want?
forgot to talk to you. Goodbye. Yay, passive points. Any of that. Oh wait. Wait, do all scepters have increased minion damage? Damn. Oh well, I feel like an axe. And then I got rid of the axe and put it back scepter back. That's something you can only do when you have swords and axes.
Yes.
Shop. Buy my shit.
Be well.
So, geography. Now determine culture, population size. Actually. Oh, and of course, first thing we get is think of polygon. I gotta. Alright, time to go to the Risen Lake. Desert. How do they survive in the desert? Are there oases? There are oases, and that means there has to be population limits, because an oasis can only sustain a certain level of population. Does that mean there are constant wars? Do they just decide on drawing lots when there are too many people? Is fouling an oasis considered an offense that will get an entire group wiped out? Do you stay in family groups? Do you intermingle? Are you nomadic? Do you move between oases? You're in the desert. What kind of resources? Not a lot. And animals. I mean, you know, we see camels, right? So, also, you know, we know camels, and that means we can, like, in a desert. So we have to assume that they'd be the primary materials, clothing, food, you know, at least protein. And weaponry. You know, since everything shit's sand and can be oasis, then these metals would be near non-existent. So, everything being used, nails. Worthless. Is this desert surrounded by mountains and is inaccessible to outsiders? In which case, how xenophobic is the population? And for considering these people as people, then we have to understand that people have a certain fear of being upheld. Random people coming out couldn't possibly live here. Garments that couldn't possibly exist. They're going to have a level of fear. They're going to be afraid when they see them. Probably not going to speak the same language. How are you going to handle language? There's a lot. My advice will always go fantasy and just say gods taught them how to speak. And they all taught them the same damn language. They made them, they taught them how to talk, and they left them the fuck alone. And we're going a little longer because this is being recorded on a separate day from the earlier ones, and I would be very annoyed to just play 30 minutes of game. Onward! Tell you! Are you going to have some kind of non-animal monster species? Or is this caused by mana? How does mana affect life? Can you conjure water? Mana, you have a stable water source. Does that mean mages are highly prized in the society in the desert? It is your turn. Are you guys cursed to have twins? You know about what happens when you make incest babies. Does that cause a lot of transfer between different groups that live in the desert? Why am I focusing on the desert? I don't know. It was the most extreme environment I can think of that would have the biggest impact. I do not like deserts. I like the cold. I could not live in a desert. Oh hey, it actually triggered. I was about to say, maybe let's get rid of the owl thing. It's not triggering much. Oh, we got lag. Oh, lag spike. Lag spike. Yeah, I don't play the online mode, but I can't play in the offline mode because it's a different set of characters in the offline mode. I don't like that system, but I think that only exists on PC because I don't think I've ever seen that kind of stuff on a console game RPG of this type. That's because, you know, you can't mod on consoles. I guess this is to keep any internet hanky-pankies from goings-on. Annoying as shit, but eh. Hello, Ice Beast. Why are you constantly being summoned? Okay. society was mostly composed of undead individuals without flesh, need to eat, drink, sustain themselves, that would mean that entertainment would be one of the primary driving forces of society. You know, assuming everyone is sentient and not just mindless husks. Entertainment's more valuable than fucking gold, diamond, any of that shit. So in which case does that mean like artists, actors, and shit are like at the pinnacle of society? Or are they like slaves and just pop out content constantly until they bleed and die? Have extremely long-lived individuals who will go to constant extremes. You will basically end up with the Eldar from Warhammer 40k, where they fucked a god into existence that eats their souls. Due to their hedonism, their long life and boredom. Yeah, we started talking about an underwater civilization. How do they communicate underwater? Is it like sign language? In which case, deep underwater, they wouldn't be able to do that. Do they have some kind of telepathy? Do they emit beams of light at specific hues in order to communicate? It's just regularly talking, you know, that doesn't work too well underwater. Next, do they build? Do they even have clothes? Are they just owners of this colony? There's one thing someone put. Vampires can't take sunlight. Even the ocean does not get sunlight. Did all the vampires move into the Mariana Trench? Do we now have a society of pale-ass pasty bloodsuckers living in the deepest part of the ocean whose bodies have somehow acclimated to massive amounts of pressure because they're immortal? Or did their hearts get crushed when they passed a certain threshold and they all accidentally killed themselves? In which case, are there a bunch of vampire bones in the deepest parts of the ocean? Or did they turn into dust, as in some fictions? In which case, the filtered water from the ocean you're drinking could just be Edward Cullen. You Twilight fans. Which my sister isn't. Yeah, I don't know. She watches it a lot. She says it sucks. Yeah, I can't tell if she's a fan or not. I don't know.
Impossible.
I think she likes watching it just to torture herself occasionally. Slight streak of masochism there. Yeah, I am not going to touch with the 10-foot pole.
Yes.
And would have to be labeled as psychological masochism. And I don't think she watches my YouTube channel, but if she does, I was kidding! Eee. Dumb. Trust me, if she watches this and she hears about this, then I'm probably gonna get murdered.
Impossible.
I won't be putting out videos about this. My sister would have killed me. Brought me back and then broken my legs.
Yes. Be well.
Like, yeah, no way she watches this. Nice and rotten today. Got a husk out of Mass Effect. I haven't played Mass Effect since trilogy in a while. I have it on my 360 with all the DLCs, including the arena one that they lost or something and weren't able to recreate when they re-released it for like the newer console. Bullshit. Man, can you borrow it from someone you already put it out on or something? Remake it? That doesn't sound like a thing that should have been able to happen since it exists in files somewhere. What do I do? Nothing. I ain't a programmer. I don't know how any of that works. Black magic, basically. It's the Mechanicus at Warhammer 40k. There's many prayers and begging. Prayer and ritual gets the machine spirit to work. And that's why we see Shepard with Liara. Embrace eternity.
Die here.
At least you don't have a lion's head, a goat's head, and then a snake's head for a tail. Yeah, that's like a tradition of Chimera, isn't it? Yep, if you play Dragon's Dogma, you know what? Lion head, and on the back, lion body. And on the back, it's got a goat head popping out. And then instead of a tail, it's a snake thing that spits poison. I beat Dragon's Dogma debate. I just never finished Dark Arisen part. I gotta do that. I have it. And then it's like you do it, but then you take a break for a while, then you go on, and start it all over again. You know, it's a vicious cycle. Should we go through these areas, or should we try to find them first? I think we should try to find them first, just in case they have quests that tell us to go to those areas anyway. Anyone got any names today? Nope, nope. Primal Wolf. Primal Stormcrow, Primal Bear. The raptor has disappeared inside of the bear, but no one is being eaten. And Primal Raptor. Okay, no names. There's a little... Oh, you got a corrupted lake popping up. Entering the corrupted lake. Oozing intestines. past that lightless harbor spot. Yay, we do come here, and I don't have to go through a dungeon that I don't have a key to. Wait, in that case, why do they make a connecting path from Titan's Hollow to Lightless Harbor? He's just a main path, but they could have gone up that way. Suddenly quiet. I think we talk about the different things that can affect societies and potential story writing, which I am not an expert in whatsoever. Again, I haven't actually finished anything. Do they have housing? What is the housing consistent of? Is it they dug out caves for themselves? Sleep. Or do they grow coral in specific fashions in order to survive? Well, no, that would only be the ones that are closest to the surface. They're actually close enough to the surface to get sunlight. And pressure. If we have mana, does that change? What do we do with mana? The magics. Oh god, magic systems. That is. You're probably gonna need a whole book to write out a magic system before you ever start writing anything that has magic in it. Why do I say that? Because you will be lambasted if you break the consistency there. Ah, here's another topic. Resurrecting dead characters. Why comic books hold little interest to me. Or at least Marvel and DC ones. Because I know no matter what happens, the universe is gonna get fucking remade in a couple of years. Anytime you want to bring a character back from the dead, you then have to, first you have to create the method. Then, to keep stakes high in future stories, in other words, you also have to create a reason why they can't use that method again. Something Dragon Ball sort of actually never did. Nope. Yeah, no, they cut that shit out. They were like, yeah, nope, you can die, come back as many fucking times as you want. Yes, okay, originally Dragon Ball had that method where, you know, you could come back from the dead by wishing on the Dragon Balls. However, you couldn't do it again because the Dragon Balls can't grant a wish they had previously granted. See? That's a great way to cover it. Keeps it like, you know, first death is like, okay, we can bring him back, we can struggle, we can do it, we can bring him back. Then if they die again, it's like, well, fuck, they're dead now. Then they had Namekian Dragon Balls. So it's like, oh, you can still bring someone back from the dead now because you can just go to another planet that has the Dragon Balls. that you can then bring someone back to life with. Okay. But then I assume they also can't grant the same wish. Alright, so you got 2 lives now. Then the Dragon Balls got upgraded so that they can grant the same wish, but they can only give 2 wishes now instead of 3. So, congratulations, you can come back however many times you want to, as long as there are Dragon Balls. You know, and then it's just like, oh no, they died. Just wait a year. I mean, shit, it's like a respawn timer instead of an actual... You know what I mean? Like, there's very little stake in you actually dying anymore because they know you'll just be able to come back in, like, anywhere from a month to a year. However long it takes them to get the Dragon Balls, if they don't already have them already. And assuming someone else didn't get them first. And then you have the comic book things. Oh boy. Comic books. You have, let's see, clones, Magic Resurrection, alternate universe or parallel universe versions of them again. And then Marvel had the most egregious one. I think Nightcrawler? Yeah. X-Men. Nightcrawler. Dude dies, goes into afterlife and all that shit. Teleports out. He teleports out of death. I never have to worry about this dude dying ever again, because I know he can just fucking teleport himself out from the afterlife. I mean, they don't even send, like, there's no guards or nothing, just being like, yo, man, you can't do that, we're gonna hunt your ass down. No. Dude can just teleport out of death. All emotional stakes to any struggle he goes through now gone. Does that mean he can also teleport into death, grab someone, and then teleport out? Then we have to figure out a reason why he just does that every time one of the X-Men or any other Marvel character dies. You could literally have a fucking service where you go out and bring people back from the dead. Hey, look, I'm ready for the cold weather.
Impossible.
Danger and emotional stakes are extremely important, and if you remove death, that removes most of them. However, there's always the fate and that's like, well, then you have to constantly up how horrible the fate works of death is. And trauma, but then you can't even restore them back to the status quo afterwards, because if you do, then there was, you know, basically no effect on the fate worse than death. It's all a vicious struggle. Like time travel. Opened up Pandora's fucking box. You swung that shit right open and ripped off the damn lid. And nobody's happy about it. I did watch all the originals. I did like it. And I never actually got through all of Dragon Ball Z. I did watch GT, and I don't touch Super because Super tends to be... I don't know if that's the creator or something, but how the hell? Why did you do Super Saiyan God? And then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And then Ultra Instinct. Now, I'm not talking about why you did the power packs. I'm talking about why you did it where it's just your hair glows red. The fuck? Why is his hair glowing red? And that's supposed to be he's got superpowers. He's got even more superpowers than usual. That is some bullshit. I'm still upset about it. Alright. There was a path. There was like an evolutionary path to the powers of the Super Saiyan forms where it became more animalistic. You know. Because, you know, Super Saiyans have Super Saiyan and then they have grade 8. So, like, Super Saiyan 3, the hair was wild. Goku was like wild enough. And then GT did Super Saiyan 4, which was like a combination of the grade 8 and the Super Saiyan forms. And that makes thematic sense. Because you could see the evolution towards a more animalistic form with each iteration of Super Saiyan. The same form makes perfect sense. Because the grade 8 was also supposed to be like a form that's high to their power. So why is your Super Saiyan God form just him getting red hair? And then blue hair? And then Ultra Instinct is just white hair, which technically anybody can do. You don't even have to be a Saiyan for that one. So I guess Ultra Instinct makes sense. But then you have Gohan in the latest Synchro Beast form, which is white hair and red eyes. Oh, sorry, wait, Ultra Instinct isn't white hair. It's like white highlights the hair or some shit. I don't want to remember.
No room.
I'm just pissed that Super Saiyan God is not just... you could have just did a glowing Super Saiyan 4 form. It would have made more sense. Why? Why did you not just do the glowing Super Saiyan 4? Why am I spending... Oh, right. Get out of there. No, get out. I don't feel like fighting him twice. Whoever that is. Down portal. And that is actually all the time we have. So thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like on subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for whatever I decide to put up there. So goodbye humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you. And I will say it again. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan make absolutely no fucking sense.